this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Davin Raincloud. And Davin Raincloud asks, what is the significance of seeing the numbers 1111 on the clock all the time? And my answer to this is that this is a phenomenon that a number of people have been experiencing for a couple of decades now. And I myself am one of them. I very often will see the numbers 1111 quite randomly, simply looking at a clock or in other contexts. And they do seem to jump out at me an awful lot. And as to why this is and what it means, I'm going to start by discussing the numerological meaning of the number 11. And the number 11 is considered to be a master number, and it's the number of the master psychic. And so it would show up in relation to things that are spiritual or psychic in character. So it's not really surprising that people in the spiritual world should see the number 11 in various contexts. I've also observed that it runs through not only my personal numerology, but my religious numerology as well, being associated with the overall Wiccan path, the Correllian path, and a number of other interesting connections which you can read about in the chapter on numerology in my second degree book. But I found quite a number of connections there, and I find that very interesting. However, as to the specific alignment of 1111, it has to do with the harmonic convergences. And the harmonic convergences were a number of energetic attunements that occurred over the course of several decades that had to do with the birth of the new age. And people who were particularly involved in the 1111 attunement have often reported seeing those numbers again and again throughout their lives. And also people who have studied under those people will tend to have that same phenomenon. And it's very interesting what exactly it means. I could only say that I think that it means that the people who are seeing this are particularly attuned to the energy of the turning of the age, and particularly in a psychic and spiritual manner. And I take it as a very good sign, I take it as a good thing. I take the fact that I continue to see the numbers as a sign that this energy is continuing to go in a good direction, even though it doesn't always look that way in the world. But it's like a sign from Spirit saying, keep going, because it's still going forward, it's still unfolding, and things are going to go where they're supposed to go, even if they don't always look like it. So that would be my take on the whole 1111 thing, and also the origins of where those numbers come from in this context. So I hope you find it interesting, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you for Pagans Tonight Radio. Pagans Tonight Radio is an online radio network with different hosts and different shows 7 nights a week. There's something for every taste, including Spanish language programming on Saturday evening. Check out paganstonight.com today.